Hi everybody, 3 things you need to know if you're thinking about writing a book. Up next. And if you have a dream of writing a book, then there are 3 really important things you need to know to be successful in making your dream of being an author or a best-selling author a reality. Number 1, there's only one person in the way of you not getting your book into the hands of those who need it most. And that person is you. There are millions of people who say that they want to write a book, and only a fraction of people who actually do. The plus side of writing your book is that technology is making it easier than ever to write a book and self-publish your book all the way to the bestsellers list. If you think your book idea isn't good enough, think again. Start by jotting down all of your ideas and your thoughts on paper. When you start jotting down your ideas, you're really taking that first step in making that dream a reality. Number 2, the first question you want to ask isn't how your book is going to get noticed. Your first question to ask yourself is, why do you want to write a book? Your why is one of the most important questions you need to answer. Why? Well, it'll keep you inspired throughout the entire process of writing your book. It's also the first question many interviewers, broadcasters, and radio show hosts will ask you when they interview you when you launch your book. Your why should also be bigger than yourself. And when you tell others your why, it should inspire them. And when asked the question why you want to write your book, many people respond that they have a compelling story, a life story that they want to tell, and still others say that they have been encouraged by others to write about their life. Well, that's great, but here's the bad news. There are a lot of authors with a compelling story. To make your book stand out, your book needs takeaway value. So what is the compelling message or theme that no other book has captured? When I was writing my book, Me, Myself, and Why, The Secrets to Navigating Change, I realized that there were a lot of books that discussed the theory behind navigating change. So instead of focusing on the theory, I decided to give my readers practical tools to build a life they love regardless of their circumstance. And in addition, I included thought-provoking questions they could ask themselves about their own life, making my book interactive with the reader rather than prescriptive. It was designed in a way that they could discover and create something and a foundation that worked for them in their life. And to this day, I receive letters and emails from readers who use my book as a resource guide. So whenever they experience a particularly challenging life event, for example, they return to the self-reflection questions at the end of each chapter. And these questions coach them to stay focused on their life's vision and on what's most important. Since they also use the built-in tools, they also read and apply the questions differently depending on what they're creating in life. So instead of purchasing another self-help book, they end up purchasing a book that has staying power with them. And number 3, the third thing you need to know if you're thinking about writing a book is becoming a best-selling author is part of a systematic process. To be successful, you have to go beyond just thinking about writing your book. You must take action. And one of the best ways to get started is to imagine a reader has just finished the last sentence in your book and is closing that book after they just read it. Now, what I want you to do is write down what you want your reader to feel, think, and do once they finish reading your book. The next steps are all up to you. For more information on becoming a best-selling author, I invite you to my Bestseller Profit System workshop. More information on the link below. Thanks, and until next week. create a great life. Bye now.